It is an exciting weekend for DCFC fans. The international friendlies will return to Keyworth Stadium this weekend.
The men and women's teams will face off against Pumas on Saturday. Sports anchor Rachel Hotmeyer is standing by with more details and a special guest. Rachel?
Guys, I'm joined by, of course, none other than Detroit City FC goalkeeper Carlos Saldaña. You're on a 2-0 streak right now, back-to-back clean sheets. How does that feel going into the weekend?
It feels amazing. I think the team has been putting in the work, and we're running really confident right now. Obviously, 2 back-to-back 2-0s, clean sheets. Couldn't be happier.
Le Rouge is lucky enough to have 2 incredible goalkeepers, yourself included. I know that can make the room a little competitive at times, but how do you guys challenge each other? How does that work for you?
I think internal competition is always something that you want. The best squad, and if we're competing internally, it'll show at the end of the day. As long as we respect each other as a workforce, I think we have a really good unit, really good squad rolling, and the locker room has been amazing since the beginning. So the more competitive, the better.
You've been quite influential in the locker room this year. Earlier this season, you said, I'm going to make an impact on this team on or off the pitch. Where does that leadership style come from?
I don't know. I think my dad has always been a very courageous man, and I think he's implemented that within me. And I'm just a hard worker. I know that I take every day step by step, and I do the best that I can, and try to prove my point so that when I do try to lead and when I do try to push on, it also reflects. So I don't know, but it's just kind of something that's in there, right?
Sure. Do you have an early memory of learning that type of leadership from your dad?
Just with everything that he does, honestly. Everything that he does, the way that he carries himself, it's just a very courageous man, and I think huge inspiration for me. And obviously I had to forge my own path, but I think I've been doing all right.
On that path, before you were in Detroit, you were with Sacramento, and that's where you first met your now head coach, Danny Dichio. How has that relationship grown since then? He brings you here, and we've blossomed since.
Yeah, I mean, I think when I was over there, he definitely had a huge impact on me and had a huge impact on the locker room. He always pushed us to be the best that we can, manage the players very well, and it's no different. I'm really happy for him, really happy for him to see, for people to see that he has a huge impact on our team, and he does lead the team properly. And in terms of me, I'm just really happy for the opportunity, and I'm going to try to do the best every time I get it.
Sure. At this point in the season, we've got a lot of exciting matches under our belt, of course, after the U.S. Cup earlier. How did that propel us into some new momentum in the summer?
I think, the U.S. Open Cup was definitely filled with good moments, also some rough ones, but I think we knew that was one tournament. We're focusing well on the league right now, and we're just taking it game by game. Obviously, with the international friendly coming up, we're going to take it with good seriousness so that we can just keep that momentum going and keep winning games and honestly make Keyworth very, very strong, make it a very difficult place for teams to come in and play us.
Sure, absolutely. You mentioned the international friendlies. We have the first international friendlies coming to Keyworth in 5 years. You've played in Mexico.
Yeah.
What should we expect with the Pumas coming to town?
Well, they're definitely on their preseason, so I'm not sure if this is going to be their first game, but they treat it with a lot of seriousness, preparations, whether it's young guys or their stars. I think they're going to come in very serious, try to win a spot, try to win a roster spot, and I think we just want to keep our momentum going. It doesn't matter who comes into Keyworth. We're going to try to play them the best of our ability, make ourselves very strong, and try to win the game at the end of the day.
Sure, and we're collaborating with them on a community clinic to be able to share, of course, the love of soccer together. What does that mean to be out in the community like that?
I think it's very important. At the end of the day, it stems at a young age. I started playing at a young age, and the more support we can get from young fans, middle-aged fans, and keep it going from there, I think it just makes Keyworth that much louder. Sure.
Last but not least, you're newer to Detroit, as am I. What have your favorite spots been to explore around the city?
I just really enjoy Grosse Pointe, the area where I stay in. It's very nice over there, good restaurants. I really love Briggs Pizzeria that's over there. But downtown Detroit has its gems for sure. Still searching around, still exploring, but I'm just really excited. The city's been great to me.
And plenty for this team to explore in Corktown in the coming years, no doubt. Thank you, Carlos Saldaña, for joining us. And don't forget, DCFC's women's team kicks off the doubleheader on Saturday. They take on Kalamazoo FC at 4 p.m. in Hamtramck. If you can't make it to Keyworth Stadium, you can watch live on CBSDetroit.com.